I'm shook. I could write a book, I'm so shook. I could write a book on being shook. Okay, yeah, we're going to talk about black fatigue. So everybody's talking about black fatigue. We're going to talk about white erasure because nobody's really talking about white erasure. But I got some other stuff first. You got to get in where you can. This is my moment. So look, been noticing a lot of channels blowing up on YouTube. And I'm filled with envy. I'm filled with envy, jealousy. I'm seething. I'm furious. It keeps me up at night. They're doing what I just did. Make some title that just says exactly what you're going to do and then do it. And I'm going to do it. I'll do it. Even though I've been doing it. I've done it so much that doing it is boring to me. What haven't I talked about on this channel? Nothing. I've talked about everything is the answer to that question. But I did it before these new rules came out. I don't know what's going on right now, but it looks like what's happening is a bunch of people recently got red pilled and J pilled. And now they got to speak up. And it just so happens that it's right after the tables have turned and Shiloh got $1 million and everybody agrees with them. But now we got a bunch of new influencers, new YouTubers that have sprung up within the past couple months and got thousands upon thousands upon thousands of followers and thousands upon thousands upon thousands of views. And I'm seething with bitterness. Do you understand? Because I've been out here. I've been out here like Fuentes. And I'm funny as hell. And look, you know what I mean? But people, they like the authenticity. Whatever. I'm mad. I'm sick of this crap. Now it's popular to talk about the things that I've been talking about for a while. I'm kind of over it. Not over it. But there's a part of me that's like, do we really need to retread this stuff? Is my job with this show, is my job to just retread the same topics over and over again? So that's why I did that title. I want to see if it works. Because they're just doing this thing where they're like, there's 2 channels I've seen so far. I haven't watched a lot of their stuff. And I'm not saying they're bad. But it's like, what am I, chop liver? What am I, liver? What am I, liver? I'm so furious. I'm green with envy. And also, I think that when I do it, my channel will get nuked. That's what I think is about to happen. I think I'm about to get nuked for doing it. Maybe these people get passes. At first, I saw it with Julian. Julian came up with that good books for bad boys. And I was like, how is that possible? How are you allowed to be so frank about these things? I've been talking in code for a year now. And then he blew up immediately because people were looking for stuff like that. Then Slowboy shared some guy who was like, he called it black fatigue, never relax or something like that. The guy has not even had his channel for a month and he's got like 20,000 followers. I'm livid. Do you understand how mad I am? This guy's doing race statistics. I mean, he seems fine, but it's like, I don't know. I guess it's always new to someone. I guess my audience is more people that already know all of this stuff, and now we're just, you know, kind of just steeped in it. Then I saw this Italian lady, I'm sure she's Italian, there's no way she's not Italian, ranting about how women are retarded. That was her title, Women Are Retarded. Like 20,000 views, maybe more. Where'd she come from? I ain't never heard of her before. Anyway, I'm seething. I'm seething with envy. Not really. But I don't know how to talk about this phenomenon without other people telling me I'm seething. In truth, I see it like this. I don't know why I do this show. I do this show because I don't want white people to ever be the way I was. I don't want white people to grow up feeling like there's something wrong with them, especially white men. I want to kind of help white people avoid the potholes the landmines, let's call them, that I stepped on. To respect themselves, to not hurt themselves. My goal isn't really to sit around and talk about black people. But otherwise, I see this show as being in God's hands. This could be my last video. I could get this whole thing nuked. And that's like, I'll probably be like, oh, okay, guess I'm not doing that no more. Because what is this? Life? Like, what does it matter? What does it matter? I can't, come on, hair. What does it matter? What I do here. AI is apparently going to kill us in a couple weeks. I don't know what happened. We're all making AI videos. I released an AI live stream the same moment as TBE released an AI video. My entire YouTube algorithm is flooded with AI stuff. And they're all like, the singularity is upon us. AI is now deceiving its creators. AI appears to be sentient and begs not to be turned off. AI schemes. Well, who programmed AI? Lex Friedman types, apparently. Who owns all the AI companies? You know what I'm saying? They're Amish. They're a reflection of their creator. Of course they're scheming. I'm streaming right now because I have a quick window where I can stream, and so I thought better stream, right? And I got a bunch of topics I thought up on the way here. But just to get you people off my bottom. If this video works, because you could just say stuff now, I guess. Well, then you guys probably want to hear me talk about black fatigue and white erasure. Well, I've been talking about white erasure forever. And now this, oh yeah, let me be that type of show. Let me be the show where I sit around and list off my credentials. That's great. You know what? This is my last show because I hate myself. What am I, downward spiraling right now in front of you? I thought I was cool with all this. I don't know now. Now as I'm talking, I'm like, maybe I'm not okay with all this. It's almost like my job is done. You know what I mean? I've said it all. Nigga, stop. I can't. I can't. All right, look. Let me see. Let me pout. Can I pout for a little while? I've been made obsolete. There's new people now who sit there with a phone on the table and talk. And I went extinct before I even thrived. All right, I'll come over to you guys. Assuming anybody's here. I didn't turn on the chat thing today. What about this thing? No. That thing? I guess I gotta do it manually. Oh, maybe this? No. I'm not going through that. Ah, maybe this. Hold on. I'm streaming because I have a window. So you can't get mad at me if I suck. I'm not a Jolly Rancher, you know what I mean? Okay, hold on. I'm turning on comments. I got 7 people watching. Got 4 likes already. I'm streaming because I... Who gets passes? Hello, listener. What about a download spiral? I get sick of talking and listening. Life's too loud. Me too, man. Me too. But I gotta get it in where I can. So I'm not gonna disappoint. I'm gonna do a good job right now. Okay? Do you believe me? I'll do a good job right now. I could do it. Hold on. I'm putting the chat in here. I'm only streaming to YouTube today because I missed my payments on the other thing. All right. I don't like the color of this. Oh, that's nice. That's better. Matter of fact, let's just look at that for a minute. Let's turn off the display and just... It's just going to be me and you guys today. How about that? I got 2 hours, and then I'm out. I got to wash up. Why isn't it in dark mode? Can you make it in dark mode? I believe in you too. I should have at least put an intro instead of just jumped in. All right, what do I got? Here we go. I don't actually want to talk about black fatigue and white erasure. I don't care. No, I care a lot, actually. Shoot. That's not true. I care deeply. Here's what happened to me this week. I got a call from a friend who apparently talked to multiple priests in our diocese about me and my racism. Because they met a black guy and they wanted to bring him to our church. And this person was terrified that if they did, that I would what? Like kill him? Like what is he? What do people think I am? They're like, oh, Tony will lose his mind and do something. I'm a reasonable human. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Talked to 4 different priests because he was afraid of what I would do if he brought a black guy to our church. Can you imagine how that makes me feel? I love black people. No, don't do it. Don't do it. I just don't like being around them. That's all. I don't want to be around them anymore. Black people are minefields. The odds aren't in our favor. I've been around them my whole life. I've had bad things happen to me at their hands. I've been tricked by them. I've been bullied by them. I've been physically assaulted by them. I've been threatened by them. I've been made to feel like less of a man by them. I've had to deal with a lot from them, and I don't want to anymore. I don't want to deal with them anymore. Is that bad? Is it bad that I'm just like, I can't. I just can't. Even when they were my friends, there was always some BS. There was always some social leveraging. It's just, it's a waste of time. It's hard enough for me to get along with white people. Now, like, why would I try and get along with black people? It's hard enough for me to get along with white people. I don't like people, if I'm being real. Hold on 1 second.
You tired of listening to music's like the equivalent of eating a mayonnaise sandwich? Why don't you get yourself a big New York sausage hot dog?
Why don't you get yourself a New York hot dog? Why don't you get yourself a hot dog sandwich? Why don't you come on over here?
Another friend of mine got hacked this week. I don't know what happened to them. But whether they recognize it or not, because they're liberal, they are very likely to be black fatigued as well, because they left the country. And whatever story they told themselves, I don't know, but whatever story they told themselves to make them move to a place full of Indians and Muslims, I imagine, whether they recognize it or not, a lot of the impetus for them not to be in America was a feeling like they were not welcome in America. And there's a big thing going on there. Deshaun's here. Let me take care of that real quick. I don't like you. Bye. I don't know. I'm just kind of he's like, it's not worth talking about, to be honest. All right, let me show you some stuff. This sounds like lyrics, Sonia White. You know what?
in a garden brimming with gold and green. No mosquitoes, no predators.
All right, I'm back. What's this doing? What's going on here?
Can you turn off the camera for a second?
Go.
Let me get my mouse.
All right, hold on 1 second.
2 minutes.
2 minutes?
No, like 30 seconds.
All right, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. What's that sound?
I don't know, somebody doing something. Let's just have this. You know what it is? It's like my cycles never match up with the cycles of the world. So now it's like everybody's talking about it and I don't want to talk about it anymore, you know? Everybody's thinking about it, I don't want to think about it anymore. But my one friend, for whatever reason, but I assume because he no longer felt welcome in America, as many white people do, he effed off to another country full of Muslims and Hindus. Not Indians, Muslims and Hindus. With a little expatriate community. And now, something terrible has happened to him. And I don't know what. Because he's hacked. The story I'm getting is that he was hacked, he was mugged, he was robbed, and now people are using AI to impersonate him to get his friends to give him money and information.
He posted a video this morning where he was practically crying. It was really freaky. I was going to talk to you about it.
Please pray for my friend. I don't know what's going on. But I'm feeling like the seams are tearing in our reality, like as we speak, like right now. Everything is falling apart right now. And so Toilet Bowl Earth made a video a couple days ago about how AI is going to continually inundate us with rage bait, perfectly tailored to our personalities, because rage gets way, way more interaction. Yeah, I think my friend was kind of a liberal. Last time I talked to him, he said that Republicans don't want abortion because we want to control women's bodies.
He voted for Trump.
He did? Okay, well, maybe he's come around. Apparently, he voted for Trump. Yeah, we're reaching a nexus point. White people are starting to realize they don't really want to live around non-whites. It's just kind of exhausting and not fun. And we have been put in a situation where we're not allowed to realize our ethnic destiny in any way, shape, or form. And the entire mindset behind this has been fed to us by Zionist Jews who run all of the media and just beat us over the head with anti-white, anti-male, anti-Christian rhetoric. And we've just kind of ingested it our whole life, and people are waking up. An awakening is occurring, but at the same time an awakening is occurring, a world war looks like it's about to happen. AI is getting so smart that it now schemes and begs not to be turned off and lies to its creators. And now people are getting kidnapped and having their identities literally stolen, recreated turned into FaceTime calls so that they can ask people for money and other compromising information. That's happening right now. That's happening to my friend right now. Sorry if I'm not in a funny mood. Sorry if I'm not in a funny mood today. I'm not a comedian. I'm an artist. So my one friend told 4 different priests that he's scared that I'm going to do a hate crime. And my other friend potentially got kidnapped, definitely got drugged, definitely got robbed, and is now being impersonated using AI. And I'm getting weird messages from him, weird videos from him, and I don't know if they're from him or from his abductors.
He didn't think you'd do a hate crime. He just thought that you would beat up a gay black guy if he brought him to church.
Maria, for the record, in case you didn't hear what she just said, she said this. He didn't think you would commit a hate crime. He just thought you would beat up a gay black guy if you brought him to church.
I guess that's I guess I have a different idea of what a hate crime is.
No, he's a friend. He's a good guy. He's just crazy. He's just crazy. Everybody's crazy these days, Provo. You're the only sane one left. I hope you know that. Though your Palestine take was a little insane. I don't know. I'm used to crazy. It doesn't really bother me.
Hi, Sonia.
Sonia, Maria said hi. You can jump on there. I don't know. It's just been a lot lately. I'm having trouble sleeping, keeping up with it all, you know. And I'm getting bombarded with videos about AI and what's going on right now. And leading AI scientists are saying we have like 6 months to live. And I think it's just the new global warming. I know I said that in the last show. But 2033, what? That's 2,000 years from the time of Christ's crucifixion. Seems like a good time to end it, right?
St. Paisios seemed to think we were in some sort of last days, you know?
St. Paisios thought we were in the last days. Here's the thing. It's just like, what am I supposed to do with anything now? I don't know. Okay, we want to talk about black fatigue? Oh, that's popular? Oh, that's allowed on YouTube now? Oh, how nice. Oh, how nice. Now we get to talk about it? Now we get to talk about it. The Italian lady I listened to today was talking about Zionist shills and elites. Oh, we can talk about that now? How nice.
What Italian lady?
Here's the channel. And I'm not, this ain't nothing against her, though. What are these people that are showing up and all of a sudden allowed to talk about the things that we all got freaking nuked from orbit about for the past 10 years, But now, now you're allowed. Well, some of you, not Nuclear Grifter. Nuclear Grifter gets taken off. What the hell is going on here, yo? Who's the lady? Her name is, Leonarda Joni.
But she's a comedian. Yeah, she's gotten big on Twitter recently.
She's talking about all this stuff. Yeah, see, that's what I talk about now. Because I've been past all this. And I'm not trying to say that like I'm your dad, you know. Nick has been doing it longer than me. Sam Hyde's been doing it longer than Nick. But it's just like, it's all a foregone conclusion. Like, we have to talk about other things. Because we know what's going on in the world. We know what these people are doing to us. Everyone in my chat knows what's going on. You know? It's like, okay, I guess these new people are here. I don't know why they're allowed to be here, but I guess they're here because it's like they just got red-pilled. And they can't shut up about it. And for some reason it's allowed, whether by happenstance or on purpose. And of course I lean towards on purpose. I don't think any of this crap happens by accident when it comes to these massive corporations. So they're coming with, you know, regular stuff. They're coming with the stuff we've all been talking about for years, but it's new to a lot of people. And now you don't have to go to BitChute to watch. You can just watch it on YouTube. So that's great. I don't know. I change it all the time. Sometimes entertainment, sometimes comedy, sometimes politics. I don't really know. And again, I'm not bitter. Like, I don't care. Like, this could be my last stream. I could have my channel ended by, you know, Susan Wojciechowski Milanakis. You know, I don't give a crap. Like, I actually don't care. But it is odd. What's happening right now is odd. What up, Lawrence? What up, Octopush? Forge Lloyd? Sonya Blade. No, that's not what I'm saying. I care about a lot of stuff, but I'm saying I don't care. Like, I'm not, like, bitter about these other channels getting big. I keep saying I am, but I'm not actually. I'm glad that true things are being spread, though it's kind of normie tier at this point. I care deeply about the world. Or something. I'm saying I don't necessarily care if my channel gets destroyed. I work hard at it, and I want things to happen with it, but not if it's not God's will. If God wants my channel to disappear, then I'm fine. That's nice, you know. I mean, I don't know. Again, genuinely, either way is fine. If this channel goes away, it's fine. I'll be okay. But I'm just kind of curious, you know, why all of a sudden all this stuff is allowed to be talked about. Yeah, that's the other thing. So I decided as an experiment that I would give this show a name like these people are doing, because they're just like openly naming the show Black Fatigue, stuff like that. Me, I like to keep my names a little more open-ended because I don't know what I'm going to do. But it's an experiment. I'm going to go back to naming my shows what I name them, because this isn't like a political show. This is more of like a just an extension of my personality, really. Yeah, I think that's true. I think white erasure needs to be talked about, because that's been the main focus of the past 100 years. I want to show you guys something that really upset me yesterday. I'll move the chat over there. Hold on. Who backed off? Lawrence. Let me show you guys something for a minute. Something that really upset me today, or last night. Saw a bunch of stuff that upset me last night. I think I said as much. The Bolshevik regime orchestrated. I mean, this is stuff we all know. First off, this Caitlin Clark thing is really upsetting.
Catching around that 15-foot area. Clark connects! The first logo of the season for Caitlin Clark.
Clark trying to create some airspace. Caitlin Clark rising from the ashes here in the New York. Clark, step back three. Oh, she hit it! It draws the foul. Welcome back, Caitlin Clark.
For Brazil, here's Clark.
These black people are literally attacking her because she's white excellence, and they hate her. That annoys me. That upsets me. This is just a good lady doing her best. She's like the most exciting thing in the least exciting thing. This was something that really bothered me. Where is it? Did it get deleted? They probably did. It probably did. Oh, yeah. The St. Catherine's Monastery is being, destroyed, turned into a museum. It's a monastery with all sorts of holy relics that have existed for a very long time. All of my wife's favorite icons are in this monastery. They're shutting it down. Where's this video? Maybe I saved it over here. Here, I'll put you guys over here so I can see you. I can't see that. I'll put this over here so I can see it. You think I'm not bothered?
I don't think that's what he's saying.
Where's this video of Belgium? This video of Belgium is just insane.
Did you not share it?
I thought I did. I got no show today. I guess my point is, it's all reaching ahead, and I don't know what we're supposed to do. You know, we can sit here and we can have these fantasies about what we're supposed to do as a people. My main thing is getting people to focus on Christ, to trust God, and to allow His will for your life. But to not be fooled into thinking that just because you have love in your heart, that these people do too. There's people who have watched us get destroyed for 100 years and have celebrated it, who danced when the towers fell. There's people who have barbecues in front of Palestinians while they're starving. There's people who enjoy seeing us hurt. And I know you can't relate to that. But don't assume that's not happening, you know. So it's like, I don't know. Put Christ first, but play for your team, I guess is what I'm saying. Because everyone else is. I don't know why Bert Bronx is messaging me, yo. This is Belgium. Yeah, you're right. So what do I do? Guys. Yeah, I'm sick of it too. All right. You want me to end the stream? What do you want? What do you guys want? I'll end the stream. I understand. I'm in a bad mood. I know. And you guys don't want that. And you know what? I don't blame you. I don't blame you for not wanting that.
You can have a rant stream.
I don't even have a rant in me. Maybe, you know, I don't know. Whatever.
But the only thing you can do is counter this ugliness with beautiful things.
I'm in a bad mood, okay? I'm sorry. I'm in a bad mood. I saw the Belgian beach. It's full of dirt. It's full of trash. It's full of non-whites. And it's like, look, we already did it. But here's what I want to say about that. There's a reason they show us that. It's so that we feel defeated. I will say that. They want us to think the deed is already done. Like it's so hard to clean a fucking beach. We can fix it. It's not the end of the world.
In a bad mood on stream.
I don't like being in a bad mood on stream.
Provo likes it. Just get on here and talk.
We can clean up a beach. And we can deport people who are here illegally. And we can punish criminals. But we can't do that as long as the Jews control everything. So none of this gets solved. We're just treating the symptoms until we deal with the big old JQ. The big old JQ. JQ very much. Because this has all been their plan. They're the ones doing this to us. They're the ones that are insidious. They're the ones that scheme. I guess what I don't like is the idea that we have to get our hands dirty. I don't wanna. I'm a fat white nigga. I wanna hang out. I wanna hang out. What I gotta fight a war? What I gotta save the white race? I just want to hang out. I just want to make my songs. I want to make life beautiful. You know, I had such high hopes for this world when I was growing up. I got raised on Japanese video games in the 90s. Do you have any idea how beautiful my worldview was? I just want nice. I don't want to... It's like you can't have nice unless you fight for it.
Like that meme, good times.
Yeah, good times create bad times create fat guys create weed guys. Yeah, I get it. I'm gonna put chat on the big screen and just look at you guys. Let's just sit here. Chin up, Buttercup. I know what you mean, Lawrence. I'll never think about the future now because I don't see one. That's bad. I only think about escape, but can't see anywhere to go. Lawrence, that pains me to hear, bro. That pains me to hear. There is one place. You can go to heaven on earth. The Orthodox Church. A little piece of paradise here on earth. A little piece of Eden. And you could bring it all to God. That's the only thing. That's the only thing we have. I forgot. That's the only thing we have. Yo, anybody here who's not going to an Orthodox church, go to an Orthodox church, become Orthodox, and pray for your boy, pray for your country, and pray for this earth. It really is that simple. How many times do we have to be shown that? An outsider comes, destroys the evil ones, and paradise is born again. This doesn't have to be the end of the world. These videos that they're showing us these videos to make us give up. You're 100% right. All of you are right. And I like to think that I'm part of you guys being right. I'd like to think that I told you all these things, and now you're telling them back to me. Isn't that true? I think it is. There's one thing we can do. We can pray. Because we don't struggle against flesh and blood. We struggle against powers and principalities. And God has the final say. God has the final say. I think what we need to do is kind of have a preemptive joy as to the ways in which the tables will be turned. What happened in Kiev? Not Kiev. What happened in Khazaria? An outsider came, destroyed Khazaria, and created Byzantium, or enlarged Byzantium. What happened in before 325, but around that time? The Council of Nicaea, before the Council of Nicaea. An outsider had a vision from God and liberated the Christians from oppression. It's weird how much they try and F with our heads and try and make us think like them. Almost like they're trying to justify their cruelty towards us. They try and fill your head with books about greed, with ways to trick people, with ways to acquire power. They're trying to breed you so that you're like them. Why? Because the demons are in them. They're demon operated. We don't need to do that. We don't need to do any of that. That's good, Tiffany Angel. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be like that. I think the reason I'm talking to Wildkeeper right now. The reason we're upset is because crime isn't being punished. You know, these racial things that we're all dealing with right now are mostly a result of crime not being punished anymore. There's definitely an Orthodox church around you, Forge Lord.
I don't know where Forge lives though.
Where you live?
I feel like he's like in Wisconsin or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we talked about this yesterday, Lawrence. The criminals are in charge. They see rules as a game because they don't understand the spirit of it. The same thing they do with God. They see God's rules as a game. That's why they made the Talmud. It has nothing to do with righteousness. It has everything to do with rules and how to skirt them or how to use them to your advantage. Completely missing the point. As demonic as you could possibly be. Atlanta, Georgia, 16, no car. Looking for Orthodox church, but can't go far. Forge Lloyd. Me and my androids, Michael Gabriel Fortino. Glad to see you, man. God bless you, brother.
There are a ton of Orthodox churches in Atlanta.
My wife just said there's a ton of Orthodox churches in Atlanta. You gotta be careful in Atlanta, brother.
But yeah, he doesn't have a car. So
You better be careful out there, brother. Yeah. We have no law and order. That's the problem. But it is good to separate the races. Allow them to thrive. Allow them to seek out their own way of life. That's a good thing, you know? Instead of subjecting everybody to your way of life. Instead of expecting a square to fit in a circle, you know what I mean? Because that's what we're doing with this Zionist created democratic Masonic BS, is we're trying to make it so everybody's the same thing, but we're not all the same thing, and that's fine. That's not bad. Nobody's particularly thriving in this situation. That's the crazy thing about evil, is these people make a demonic pact to have power in this world. Not even they're thriving, because there's nothing that can fulfill the void inside of them. Yeah. Well, we always separate. I know I talk about this a lot, but we always separate naturally. The only time, and when there was this documentary on Amazon a couple of years ago, and it was about this small Pennsylvania town. Some bureaucrat got involved with a projects housing in a city nearby. And he said, these poor black people do not have the opportunities they need, and it's because of these bad project housing, which is kind of like magic dirt theory. Why do white people get all the nice places? Well, it's because we make them nice, dummy. But you can make your place nice too. You ever heard of it? But like, so what this bureaucrat, well, I'm going to assume is Amish, because I'm a pattern recognizer. This bureaucrat took all the people from these project housing, and moved them at the government expense, at taxpayer expense, into this 99% white neighborhood, this beautiful neighborhood. And now that neighborhood is a nightmare. And all the white people left. Now, the black people were doing their thing over there. The white people were doing their thing over there. But somebody had to get involved. Somebody said, you know what? I got to get involved in this and make sure that there is no peace on earth, that we can't just live our separate lives. That's like having your neighbors in your house all day. You want your neighbors in your house rummaging through your stuff, watching you while you sleep? That's essentially what this is. They're not us, just like my neighbor's not me. So what's with all the forced integration? Well, we know what's with all the forced integration. Forced integration is to wipe us off the map. Yeah, that's the other thing, you know. At this point, it's kind of irretractable. I made a joke a couple weeks ago talking about, white men can date outside the race, but white women can't. In truth, I don't think anybody should, but I know so many white men that have that I don't want to offend them. Like, everyone I know has a non-white wife besides me. And the guy who reported me to 4 priests.
And all the Russians at our church. The Eastern Europeans.
Don't give away too much information to these people.
Okay.
Not everyone who's watching likes me. But what do you do there? Well, it depends. Are your half-white children going to be raised on anti-white media? Are they going to be raised to think you're bad, you're lame, you're evil? Are they going to be raised to hate you? Or are they going to say, my dad is the patriarch of my family, I am his son, and even if I may look slightly different from him, I will still adhere to his way of life and defend my people. Because what often happens with mixed-race children is they discard the white part of them in order to gain social acceptance in a country where the media is constantly telling them that white people are lame and non-whites are cool. White people are evil and non-whites are victims. It worked on me. I used to really ham up how Sicilian and Syrian I am because I wanted acceptance. And that's kind of why I always talk about this stuff to people, is I want people to not fall into that trap. Respect yourself, respect your people. Don't let people who hate you define who you are. Don't accept their narrative for your life. I think that's the only real battle. Everything else is in God's hands. Nice. Hungarian and Russian. Nice. I'm very Irish. I'm mostly Irish. I was just raised Italian. I was raised Italian. I never really knew my dad's family. I was raised in my mother's family. And my mother's family was profoundly Italian. And so I just... What are you going to do? I understand. I did the same thing at one point, Wildkeeper. I dated outside. I thought, well, all these white women are freaking hooas, and they're all full of Google berries from the TV. They're all sitting around butt dancing like Britney Spears, and they think that they're the God's gift to man. And I was sick of it, and I started dating people from other countries. But the thing is, Once those women from other countries came here, they got indoctrinated by the same crap almost overnight. So it didn't really make a difference. The only thing that can protect from feminism is Christianity. Orthodox Christianity. Because every other version of Christianity is completely feminized. Yeah, my brother's children are white and Asian. Most of my friends, they have white and Asian children. Actually, I don't really... Yeah, that's what I did with my wife. She came to me with a head full of ideas, and I said, no, 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 young lady.
I was never feminist.
She was never a feminist.
I always said I wanted to go, you know.
She always wanted to be a housewife. You can unfruit loopify her if you have enough aura.
That was great.
Absolutely true, Sonia White. Wait, what are you saying? What did I say? What are you saying and what did I say, Sonia? I think you missed some steps. Thoughtism, feminism, has nothing to do with orthodoxy. And feminism is what has turned so many white men off of white women, is what I was saying. And so raising orthodox creates a better situation for everyone. For everyone. What up, midlife bro logic? My oldest boy's half grief from his mom. Half grief? I'm full grief. But my youngest boy is half Mexican or raised zero white guilt based. How do we help these white women? I married a Chinese woman. This is not even the type of stream I like doing, for the record. This is too much, man. I'm not like, I don't care, man. I care. What are we gonna do? What, we gonna sit here plan out the white future? What, we gonna make white condo over here? Well, am I going to take a poll of all my followers and see how many of them want to live as white separatists? And then what? Then then we get a bunch of French and Russians and Italians and we all live together and we're the same? Screw it. Roll that poll, my nigga. I married a Chinese woman and I didn't know it. What up, Oscillate Wildly? What up, Julian? Her great-grandpa was the first Chinaman to move to the Eastern Empire, Savannah, Georgia. He opened a laundromat, and his first patrons were the KKK. Wow. I don't know. My head's not in it today, so I don't really have an answer. I don't know if you guys come to me like I'm the guy with the answers. But I think that if we had laws, we kicked out illegals, and we almost definitely kicked out the Amish, then most of these problems would solve themselves. people would return to a normal state of affairs. If somebody wanted to date outside the race, it wouldn't be such a big deal because it wouldn't be constantly promoted and pushed on us through advertising and movies and stuff like that. So things, you know, I think what we all want is for everything to chill out a little bit, but be careful with that. You might want to get better at just enjoying the chaos because that's what the Antichrist will offer. So much chaos that you beg for stability, even if it means bowing to the Antichrist. I mean, that's always been the plan. And I feel like the chaos is ramping up exponentially lately. I don't see an end to it. I don't see an end to it. Sorry for this stream. I'm not on point. I've been working all morning. I've been up since 5 a.m.
Did you show Destiny's son?
I mean, I have notes, but I'm in such a mood I don't even care. Ezekiel 16:13. Okay, I will do that. You didn't respond back to me. Julian, I didn't know that you messaged me 10 days ago. I didn't know that. I don't know why it got hidden. I have no idea. But I saw it yesterday and I responded. And I was thinking, gosh, I would love to be on your show talking about music. Because I'm so sick of talking about this crap. You know what I mean? Look, we got a new class of people. Why'd Wildkeeper retract his messages? Too much info? All right. I want to talk about nice things. I want to talk about music. I don't want to talk about this stuff anymore. I want to talk about music. I want to talk about nice things. So, yeah. And I also want to talk about how you think I strawmanned you. That's more interesting to me right now. I don't want to talk about this crap. I'm running it till the wheels fall off. I don't care, man. I'm going to have a nice life until they put me in the gulags. All right, Ezekiel 16:13. Ezekiel 16. I will sentence you. What the hell? It looked entirely different over here than over there. Hold on. Let me do King James Version. Let me do the new King James Version. Let's get crazy. Again, the word of the Lord came to me, saying, Son of man, cause Jerusalem to know her abominations, and say, Thus says the Lord God to Jerusalem, Your birth and your nativity are from the land of Canaan. Your father was an Amorite, and your mother a Hittite. Just those verses? What am I going to get from just those verses?
Let's help Protestants interpret scripture. Sorry.
Jillian deleted my comment on his channel because I want my wife to know I love her. Right on, brother. Yeah, that's not, half of my followers are in mixed race marriages, and what am I supposed to do with that? Half of my friends are. It's the nature of the beast right now. Asians are kind of chill, though. A lot of it's Asians, and I The Amorite Hittite are who you call the Amish. That's what I get from it. From just those 3 verses? As for your nativity, on the day you were born, your navel cord was not cut, nor were you washed in water to cleanse you. You were not rubbed with salt, nor wrapped in swaddling clothes. No, I pitied you to do any of these things for you, to have compassion on you, but you were thrown out into the open field when you yourself were loathed on the day you were born. And when I passed by you and saw you struggling in your own blood, I said to you in your blood, live. Yes, I said to you in your blood, live. I made you thrive like a plant in the field, and you grew, matured, and became very beautiful. Your breasts were formed, your hair grew, but you were naked and bare. When I passed by you again and looked upon you, indeed your time was the time of love. So I spread my wing over you and covered your nakedness. Yes, I swore an oath to you and entered into a covenant with you, and you became mine, says the Lord. When I was growing up, Asians wouldn't really hang out with me. I think we're the blacks to Asians. I think they're like, oh gosh, they're crazy. I don't know. I don't even, who cares? Who cares? Well, we can talk about race mixing forever. Whatever. Whatever. Do what you want. I've said my piece on all this stuff. Amish is the one people you do not marry. Tell that to Tiffany Angel.
What?
Tiffany Angel said something a couple streams ago about a relative, or was that Slow Boy Whiteboard? Somebody had a relative that married a Jewess. A Jewess. I've talked about all this stuff. The shows are out. I'm not going to repeat myself because it bores me. So let's move forward. What are we going to talk about? I named my show to see what would happen, to see if I got more views. But I didn't have the energy to match the name of the show. Hold on, I got a bunch of missed calls.
Oh, yeah, her son.
LMBO. Tiffany Angel immediately adopted LMBO. I like that.
Wait, what is it? Oh.
I'm not playing any copyright material. It's going to make it so I can't get a partnership, and I think I would like that. Forge.
Did you see Tiffany's comment on Jim Bob's video about her?
Oh, yeah. Tiffany said
was
something crazy on Jim Bob's video.
Tiffany's a character.
Jim Bob was talking about this crazy lady. Hold on. Good afternoon. 12 watching. Why? Why watch this?
You had 14 at one point.
I don't feel like I'm bringing my A game today, so I thank you for coming. See, look, this guy, Brendan Jones, 41 minutes ago, 1,000 views. The hell is going on here? This guy's channel is not a month old. Look at this. 12,000 subscribers. What's going on, people? Can somebody explain that to
We
me?
have a video go viral.
12,000 subscribers. Where's his viral video? Let's see. Black Fatigue. And now he keeps naming videos Black Fatigue. Black Fatigue. Every time I type Black Fatigue, so I was like, okay, maybe I should call this one Black Fatigue. But then I put myself in a situation where I have to talk about Black Fatigue, and I have Black Fatigue. What was I doing?
Well, yeah, arranged marriage is great.
Yeah, arranged marriages. Especially for ladies. Because they don't know what they want. They have too much time on their hands. Stop trying to be a girl boss and pump out a bunch of kids. That's the song. I didn't write that song. Worse musician than me wrote that one. Where's this Jim Bob video? I'm a pastor. Yeah. So this lady, this crazy lady over here. Oh, I gotta renew my membership. Jim Bob, I apologize. I'm not renewing my membership because I got the first one for free. You can renew my membership.
And then I went, oh shit.
Oh shit, that's when I made up my own position.
I think it's supposed to be me.
So is this lady?
So it's like lesbian pastor. So then Tiffany commented, he made a whole video about this, and then Tiffany commented, this spicy meatball. I'm going to just read it. Okay, listen, I need y'all to hear me. This woman, Nadia Balls Weber, is my mom's cousin on her mom's side. I'm deadly serious. She was spoiled rotten as a kid. She did get some kind of sickness, but it wasn't like some kind of terrible terminal thing. She became a weirdo pastor and collected hundreds or thousands of gold purity rings from young women who had been given them by their fathers and had them melted down and turned into a more or less life-size golden vajayjay statue trophy thingy and presented it to Gloria Allred at some special ceremony. Look it up. I promise you, I'm not joking.
Who's Gloria Allred? Is that like a?
Who's Gloria Allred?
Let me Google it. Allred. She's in
Thank you, Michael. My fellow top ramen right here. Who else in chat is a top ramen? Forge Lloyd's part of the Goop Troop.
She's a Jewish attorney famous for feminist things.
I got a bunch of factions. Well, you know, if you want to be the next Genghis Khan, you got to raise multiple armies. So Michael Fortino is the lieutenant in charge of the top Brahmins. Well, Jim Bob's in there too. You guys duke it out. Whoever wins becomes the lieutenant. Forge Lloyd is captain of the Goop Troop. Tone, you need to lean into shorts more. I do shorts. I did shorts. You guys just don't be saluting my shorts. Niccolo. Oh. I hate myself. Whoa. I'm a bad person that bad things should happen to. That's a great idea. You know what? Let's watch my shorts together. This one's pretty funny.
Is Lawrence using words that are
What
not
is...
allowed?
Lawrence, are you using words that are not allowed? Because I don't censor anybody on here, bud. Dude. I'm not censoring you.
Definitely not. And nobody's.
The only person I censored today was, what's that guy's name?
Sean Mustard.
Deshaun Mustard. Because I don't like what he says to me. It makes me unhappy. And he like wants to make me unhappy. Look, I'm a fragile butterfly. I'm a delicate butterfly. And he doesn't seem to understand that. Or he does, and he's using it to his advantage. Michael Gabriel Fortino. Oh, that would have been great, Tiffany, if you got his attention. Is this an episode of Looney Tunes? Allow all comments. Basic comment moderation is on. If I allow all comments, my channel's nuked. But you know what, Lawrence? Even though you're a turncoat, you came back.
So silly.
You came back. And who am I if I don't forgive? Community moderation. Let me see. You see the warnings? The strikes? Great, I just exposed myself. Shoot.
How?
Gonna edit that out.
How so?
All right, everything's on. See what happens. Type your crap. Please do not curse and do not say the N-word and try and be cool. Wildkeeper retracted another message. I don't know. This nigga stayed doubting himself in my chat. Everything's gonna be okay, brother. My strikes were for two really funny videos. No, a really funny video and a video where I got particularly angry. I allowed all comments though. Okay, now watch my shorts. Salute my shorts. What if black people are being mind controlled to do crimes? And when a cop says, did you just... All right, I got bored. Sorry, I got bored. Be careful here. Out of love for me. I'm letting all the comments through, but out of if you like my channel and you don't want it to be destroyed, just be a little bit careful, please. Do I have 2 strikes? Let me see how many strikes I have. Over here, where you can't see. I have 1 warning. I have 1 active warning for a video called War Pigs. I think that's still up on Rumble, though. And then I got a strike for a video called... The Case for Slavery, but it was funny. It was a funny video.
Did that one get taken from Rumble too?
That one got taken down from Rumble as well.
Didn't even know it.
The only place you can watch that one is on Twitter. I just got a fluoride thing installed in my water thing, so now I have no fluoride in my water. Hopefully that'll make me not even that dumb anymore. Anyone up for an end tower? Y'all were doing that when I had moderation on. Where's Slowboy at? I'm surprised I haven't seen a bunch of end oh. Oh, look, we've got a new viewer. Hi, the Anvil. Your first contribution. All right. Yeah, reverse osmosis. That's 16-year-old energy. Oh, nice. What kind of mic? I got a stupid interface. It's too many things. I got a Focusrite for my mic, and then I got Behringer for output input into the thingy. It depends on what you're trying to do. If you try and do like what I do, where I make music on stream, which I might try and do right now. If you're trying to make music on stream, it becomes very complicated very quickly. This whole show would be a lot easier if I did not do that. Thank you very much. I think Top Ramen's very catchy. I think not in a bad way. I like catchy. I think what's it called is better though. Boso Soku's better. In my opinion. But it's kind of more of a slow burn. It's one of those albums you have to listen to a bunch of times before you really dig it. And who does that anymore? We don't do that anymore. So why did I make it? Why did I make it? Because I don't care. I have to constantly remind myself that. All right. Should I do some music? Yeah, I'd say just get a Focusrite probably. Or a Behringer. It doesn't matter. I'm excited to talk about music. That's all I want to talk about is music. My music. I'm excited to talk about my music. Well, I'm glad to be keeping you guys from your chores now. That's success. If you're keeping people... I have to do chores, but I can't. Oh, wait, I do have something to show you guys. I actually have content today. You ready? Oh, this is for y'all. This is good. Here we go. I'm going to take down chat for a second because I have it up here. I made some videos just 2 days ago that I want to share with you. And I hope you like it. I hope you like what I've done here. I'm going to put my headphone. Well, no, I'll just turn it down on here so me and Maria can listen to it too. This is for my grandma. Hey, yo. This one's for my grandma. We miss you, grandma. Hey yo, this one's for my grandma. Up in the skies, grandma. Angels in your eyes. This one's for my grandma. Up in the skies, the angels look into your eyes. You're my grandma. We miss you. Only song that I ever made for my grandma. We miss you. Up inside the skies, the angels look into your eyes. Why? 'Cause you're my grandma. It's not done. I have more. Yeah. Yeah. I remember when you used to make coconut cake. Grandma. You're my grandma. I love you. Look at those moves. You're my grandma. Up in heaven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Grandma. I remember when you used to make garbanzo bean salad. You're my grandma. I laughed to hide the tears 'cause I really miss my grandma. Up in the skies, that's where my grandma resides. Looking angels in their eyes, it's my grandma. My grandma. One more. Grandma. Yo, we miss you down here on earth. Grandma gave birth to the woman who gave birth to me. My grandma. I love you, Meemaw. You're my grandma. Never told you that in real life. Only told you grandma. Grandma. No, you shining down from heaven, Grandma. We love you.
songs for my grandma. All the grandmas going, this song's not about us. This song's only about Tony's grandma. All the grandmas going, this song's not about us. This song's only about Tony's grandma. That's right, so shut your mouth. This one's for my grandma. Make your own songs for yourselves. I ain't never met you, and I probably never will. But I met mine, and she used to make coconut cake and garbanzo bean salad. And now she's in heaven. Good job, Grandma. Good job.
All right. That's content. That counts. That counts as content.
While you were showing that, people said you should get a phone line for your podcast and do it Tanner style. And yeah, that you should do anonymous call-ins. Wouldn't that be kind of cool?
I think I would like that. Though Leslie Tanner has a way about him that I don't have, which is like he keeps his cool. I've never even received cool to keep.
Yeah, so you might spaz out on a call or two, but that would be content too.
Best grandma song since the St. Winifred School Choir, and it's not even close. Yeah, it was nice. I want to sing that for my grandma. If I go to heaven, I'm going to sing that, and she's going to laugh and be happy at the same time. Yeah, let me do that live. Now that I'm... Hold on. Whoa! Almost exited OBS. Here we go. Ready? This song's for my grandma, y'all.
I wear the shades to hide my tears. You used to cradle me and assuage my fears. You're my grandma. You're in heaven, but I still feel you so near. My boxes were exposed. Wipe my runny nose. My grandma. On Christmas she would buy clothes, but that's chill. I needed some. The clothes my mom got were kinda dumb. Wearing Walmart pajamas to school. People thought I was a fool, but I was cool. Yo. But nobody knew. But that don't mean it wasn't true. You know who knew? Grandma. We miss you, Grandma. I love you, Grandma. Hey, yo. I love you. That was a kick to anyone that says anything negative about my grandma. One more. My grandma kicked it old school like this. Grandma. Everybody give it up for their grandmas one time. I know you shining down from heaven, Grandma. We love you. This song goes out to all the grandmas, but especially mine. Everybody put a heart in chat for their grandmas real quick.
It's a fun little beat, right? You guys talking about what in tarnation? Best rage stream. Yeah, I'm turning it around. Dang, I got a bunch of hearts. Is that my wife?
No, that's not.
It's not even my wife. Usually it's my wife. Yeah, I could dance. I just think about my grandma and the moves just come to me. I love my grandma, yo. What the hell, yo? What are y'all doing? Who doesn't love their grandma so much? She found out I liked garbanzo beans. And then guess what happened that Thanksgiving? A garbanzo bean salad the size of a hubcap. All right, what else we got? I know I'm playing stuff out of the speakers today, so nothing's going to sound as good as it usually does. But this show ain't real today. Here, I'm going to play you a music video I'm never going to release, okay? I just exported it yesterday.
What music video?
Maybe I'll release it. Here it is.
There is a treasure.
The audio cut out?
Well, that's what Forge said. Let me see. Yeah, it's not playing audio.
Release it on Patreon and the audio cut out. I was thinking of deleting my Patreon right after I made it. I know what happened. I know exactly what happened.
Okay.
It's okay.
Did you call your grandma Nona?
No, I didn't call her Nona. I didn't call her Meemaw. I ain't.
Nona is Italian for grandma.
I didn't know that. And I never called spaghetti with gravy. Nobody in my family ever said that.
Yeah, that's weird.
We were never like, oh, gravy. No, we called it sauce or whatever. And we didn't call mozzarella. We call it mozzarella.
What did you call ricotta?
Ricotta. I can't do it.
Ricotta.
Ricotta. Cat. I don't remember. It's been a while since I was Italian. Haven't seen my family. I've been Alaskan for a while now.
Are you not going to show the video?
Oh, you guys want to see the video? Okay, fine.
You don't have to.
I'll play it on a smaller screen. Let me make myself a little different. Hold up. My grandma.
Let's go to the bathroom.
Hold on 1 second. Close the door.
I'm coming back.
Yeah, but close the door so I know when you're coming back so I can turn the camera back on.
Oh.
Women with their minds. Why don't you just listen? You ever heard of it? Can I make my skin dark in OBS? Here's that music video. It's skipping. It's glitching. Who cares? Oh, how long have I been streaming for? Okay, I can stream for a little while longer. Let me see what I got over here. What have I been working on? I want to show you a song that I've worked on. It's not good yet, but I want to show it to you because it's got so much potential. It's got no lyrics yet. Hold on.
Do you have the camera open?
No, come on.
Hold on.
Let me see if this is playing in stereo before I do anything. I don't know if it's playing in stereo. All right. Now, this is early, but I'm excited about this track. This isn't the track. I'm excited about this one too, though. But this ain't it. This is a 7. The other one's a 8.5, maybe a 9. Some other time
Yo, I like how your mind works, Julian. I really do want to go on the show and just talk about music, dude. I would love that. Just gonna put a link in chat. No reason. Sorry. That's not even the song I wanted to show you. This is the song I wanted to show you. Which is it? Is it Brontosaurus? It might be called Speed. Oh, I don't have any of my stuff in the description today. I guess that's just not going to happen today. I should pin Super Chat, though. But I'm going to leave soon, so... I'm going to show you one or two songs and I got to go. I got to pin this one. Come on. I'm only streaming to YouTube today because I didn't pay my Restream account. I'll probably do it. This song. Oh. That's not true. I got Chasm coming up. Clap on 1 and 3 while you dance. Clap for us, monkey. I bet I'll never clap again.
All right, so it's still a work in progress, but I'm excited about that one. Yeah, it starts off sad. But it gets more. I got one other album about the darkness called Chasm, but then I kind of want to focus on bright stuff. You know. Oscillate Wildly. I'm opening a store this weekend, I think. Been on my mind for months. Nice, man. All right. I don't know how well this stream went. I mean, I'm glad y'all came. Thank you for coming. I know my energy was a little off today, but I was doing a social experiment, not on you guys, but with that title, because it's working for all these other guys. I was like, I wonder what'll happen. And my guess is I'll get kicked off of YouTube, but if that's gonna happen, that's gonna happen. I'll move on with my life. Yeah. That's true, Julian. You need to show the darkness to explain the light. That's true. Is this stream? Oh, sorry. Hi. Welcome to the show. My name's Hello Listener. I have not sold my soul. I'm a real person. And this is AI. Wait, no, it's not AI. Hold on. I had an idea for what I wanted to do with you guys. I want to do a thing where I'm like, I'm not AI. And then I go, I'd be like, I promise you guys I'm not AI. Benjamin, nobody can see this but you. I know it's in your sock drawer. Like, I swear I'm not AI. Charles, there's a camera on your microwave, and I've been watching you warm your socks. I don't know. Something like that. No, I'm a real person, but that's a good question, Michael Ryan. And I don't know how to prove to you that I'm real. I don't know, because I think eventually what I'm doing here will not be that hard for AI to do. But it'll only be recycling tired things that have already been done. I doubt it can come up with anything new. Ooh, Arvak.
Love and respect from India, sir. Folded hands emoji.
From India? Thank you, dude. We love India over here. I've never said anything bad about it. I met some wonderful Sikhs in India. Are you a Sikh? Where are you? Which one of you are you? Thank you for the money. I'll put it in my pocket. I won't waste it on hamburgers. Oh, Forge Lloyd. I made it so, and I don't do anything. Don't give me money, Forge Lloyd. But I was just letting you know, I fixed my stream elements, so now you don't have to only use PayPal. You can use all sorts of stuff. But don't give me money. I'm just letting you know. It accepts multiple forms of payment now.
He has to save that money for a wife.
Save your money for your wife. Get married at 16. Forge Lloyd, if you want to be a lieutenant general of the Goop Troop, you have to get married right now. First, you have to become Orthodox. Then you have to go marry a lady and build a life with her immediately. I love you too, man. Thanks for coming by, Julian. XOXO, little X, big O, little O, big X. Arvak, which person are you? And tell me where you are from India, and if you're a Hindu, a Muslim, or a Sikh.
Is Arvak Michael Ryan, who keeps saying he's AI? Or nah?
I'm afraid of it.
Why do you think it's from India?
Because he said, greetings from India.
Oh.
That was the tip-off.
Oh.
Forge Lloyd is like prompting me out of the stream. Fortunately, it's like, love you, Tony. See you, nigga. Oh, am I done? Didn't realize.
That's a friend of mine.
Okay. This is going to be increasingly difficult. If I continue to grow in popularity, it's going to be hard to be a racist, sexist, homophobic anti-Semite of the highest caliber. I'm going to be like, oh, like, here's I'm black, gave you $500. Oh, thank you. We love you.
That's why it's so hard for Andrew Wilson to criticize the tiny circles now, because they're like, here, Andrew.
Yo, the money goes up. Yo, that's real, dude. That's why so many of these people don't criticize the circles, the circle police, the cycles. Yeah, I know. Don't worry. I'll find my way. I'll find my way. Look, if I ever become, I've never been fake. If I'm able to, if I find myself betraying myself, then the show's over. I'll freaking delete my channel if I betray myself. Absolutely. Let me pin that instead of my super chat. But yeah, money talks, huh? You know, a lot of these people, they won't criticize it because all it does, you know, you give them a little cash and all of a sudden they're like, this is nice. It's weird. It has a way. Look at me. Listen to me, dude. I love India. India, number one. Most people. Hello, most people? Number one. I want to put cow poop on my head. I want to eat cow poop in the street. I went to India, by the way. I've been to India. And it changed my worldview. I thought I was going to be, never be not racist to Indians, please. I know a guy that could boost your revenue. His name is Andrew Wilson. I think his wife blocked me. We used to be mutuals or something. But I think Rachel Wilson, who I'm actually more of a fan of than Andrew Wilson, because her books are really good, has blocked me. Andrew Wilson's a great debater, but the pained laugh lacks aura. I ate all sorts of stuff, Tiffany Angel. And I continue to this day. All right. Everybody's leaving. Everybody decides when my stream is over for me.
Because you start wrapping things up. And
Yeah, but I wrap things up in the very beginning. I ended the show 10 minutes in.
Who cares? Just do your thing.
Whoa, I got 15 likes already? I never know if I'm doing good or not.
I'm seeing 17 on my end.
You got 17 over there?
Yeah, I can see 17.
Got a new subscriber.
A super chat from an Indian.
Super chat from an Indian. The laugh is pain, dude. It's like, the laugh is so revealing with him. His laugh shows, it says so much, dude. And I like Andrew Wilson, but his laugh says so much, dude. It really does. It's rough. It's such a pained laugh. But he was really great when he debated Cenk Uygur. And I've seen a lot of stuff. I've seen him do a lot of stuff where I gave him credit. I was like, nice job. And he liked me. But then I think I might have upset people recently. I don't know. Toilet Bowl Earth comes on here just influencing me with his rage. I don't watch anything now. You know what I watched today? I've been watching Crypto Alchemist because he released his Dead Man Switch. And so I'm like, well, I gotta watch this because apparently he died. Are people releasing their Dead Man Switches while they're alive now? I don't know. But I was watching that, didn't understand a word of it. It was just like a jar with a metal spring in it, and he's like, they're going to kill me for this. It was a jar of water with a metal spring in it. And just so you know, I can make one of those in a half second. But he was like, this technology creates endless energy, and they're going to kill me because I said it. But it was called Dead Man Switch, so he might already even be dead. So prayers for Crypto Alchemist. I hope he's doing all right. I don't like talking crap about people, though. Julian said that I strawmanned them, and I'm like, what about? I'm not good at confrontation. All right, what am I doing? Am I done? I don't know if I'm done. Am I done? Should I be done? Tiffany Angel's just gushing about Jamie Hanshaw.
Well, Jamie Hanshaw is such a sweetheart.
Maria loves Jamie as well. So you guys both got that. And but you guys are telling each other that.
Yeah, we're just
oh yeah, I forgot.
Jamie.
This is just the watering hole for the internet. I forgot. I come on here and I pour my heart out and stress myself out trying to do a great show. Meanwhile, y'all niggas just talking to each other.
Well, no, we were all
No,
with
stop trying to comfort me. I see things for what they are.
Remember Provost chat the other day?
Provost chat was funny as hell, dude.
That was really funny.
It was just me and TBE going crazy, like laughing, like making jokes at each other for like the entire stream. And then at the end, I was like, thanks for coming in my chat, y'all. All right. Am I leaving? Do I have anything else? I have notes. I gotta go. Wait. I actually do have to go. Oh yeah, I have to go.
Maybe tomorrow's stream.
Maybe I'll stream. No, I gotta do some stuff tomorrow. Big time.
No.
I do. But I want to do another stream with you when I'm in a good mood so that I can have a good time. Sonia White, Girl Army. So Tiffany Angel, Princess Manjanoki, and Sonia White are gonna go enjoy Rachel Wilson and Jamie Hanshaw together. All right. Thank you for coming to my stream. I don't know what this show was. I hope it worked out for everybody. I hope you got what you needed out of it. If you're not Orthodox, become Orthodox. If you are Orthodox, go to church.
In a garden brimming with gold and green. No mosquitoes, no predators, no need. I can see you staring beyond my dreams. I can hear you singing a song of peace. As a wave of love washes over me. See the light like diamonds shine through the trees. Every breeze whispers of eternity. I am finally where I'm supposed to be.
Next time that you see me, don't. Next time that they see me, they won't. Next time that you see me, don't. Next time that they see me, they won't. Next time that you see me, don't. Next time that they see me, they won't. Next time that you see me, don't. Next time that they see me, they won't. they